Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to cut a manual safety into a P365 grip module that isn't prepared to accept it yet. We will make it conform. What I have over here is two extra grip modules. This one has the manual safety cutout, and this one right next to it does not. By the way, this, you can see the difference in the grip frames. This one right here is part number 2700067MS-01-R. This happens to be the regular 365 subcompact with a manual safety cut. This guy here is going to be this part number. Can you see it? I hope you can. This is the XL frame, okay, and its standard does not have the manual safety cut. I'll hold this up in case you couldn't see it. There's the part number right from SIG. Now when you use this part number, they sent me the grip modules that did not have the release, the mag release in there. I had to actually buy the mag release parts from SIG's website. There may be a different part number that has these incorporated in it. I'm not sure. When I got them in, I says, "Oh, I got to order parts." Anyway, so let's take the 365 down. Okay. Little thing about breaking this down, if you haven't noticed already, on the passenger side of the frame on the right side, I don't know if you can see this, it's very, very tiny. I may not even we'll look at it later, but on the right side is the actual the spring clip. We have to drive this pin out the back, but it's not like a Glock where it's a friction fit. This actually has an active little spring clip here that rides in a little detent. Now, the reason I point it out is if I drive the pin out this way, okay, the pin that comes out when you see it's going to have two cuts in it. I'm going to have to dislodge the detent here, slide the pin out, and it's going to catch on the second one, so I'm going to have to hit it twice on the way out. If I drive it from right to left, okay, all I have to do is dislodge it once and run it out. So if you're driving it one way, you're going to hit that detent twice. If you run it one way, you're just going to have to hit it once. So I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to just drive the pin out here. Just drive it through. Okay. You can see that the pin has two detents on it. So the pin is ambidextrous; it can go in either way. But generally, you drive it out to the right, and when you put it in, go to the left. And then when you drive it in, you go in from the left, all right? And let's pull this out here. Now this differs from the 320 in that the rear pops up first, okay? So it's retained in the front. You'll see there's a little plastic lip here, and it catches under this frame. So on the 365, you put the front in first, drop it down. I'm not sure if we can see this really well. Apologize. But you can see a little silver spring clip here. This little spring clip is all that retains that pin from falling out. Now this drill bit is a 7/64 drill bit. I send one with, if you order the fixture from me, and you don't need to use the fixture to do this, you can make a cardboard template or something. But if you go this route, you're going to get two of these fixtures, and I'm going to send you a 7/64 drill, just because we probably all have them laying around. I've got many, but once I take them out of my index, they never seem to go back. So I bought these in bulk, get them cheap, very cheap. Now this isn't the exact size as the through hole. Okay, there's a little bit of slop, and that's on purpose. I don't want to put a drill bit in there that's going to enlarge this hole in any way, so I want to be slightly under. So if you measure the hole here, or you put a pin gauge in there and you figure out what that is, you'll figure it's not the same as the 7/64 drill. That's on purpose. Alright, so we're just going to get down to business. This is the fixture. I would have you just run the drill bit through the small hole here, just in case there's a little booger hanging up. Make sure that you can get in and out no problem. Okay, that's what we want. This is so this will do both sides. We'll start with well, that one's already got a cut. So let's grab the XL frame. Okay, so I'm going to set this on the frame rail and slide it right over top. Okay, and I want to make sure that I line up that hole, and I'm down tight on the rail. Okay, once you've got here, you're going to know you're in business. Now what I usually do is push the drill in from the back side. If we're going to work on the front, we don't need the drill hanging out here. We need that pin locating us. The end of the non-business end of the drill bit does a really good job of helping us hold that in place. And all we're going to do is you can scribe it and cut it, or I'm just going to go ahead and I freehand them. Remove the center section first. All right, let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's got a little booger on there. That's to be expected with the plastic. The carbide burr on here. It cuts, you can see little chips everywhere, but it also warms up and it ends up melting a little bit. So you're going to run a little knife around here. I drag a knife backwards. I don't want to cut it. I just want to knock that burr off of there. A little scraping is a little bit more effective than trying to cut. There's one side there. Let's get the other side. Pop this on. I just want to make sure we're all the way over. Yep, drill bit goes through. And just push it flush. Make sure we're all the way down on the grip frame itself. Burr this a little bit more later. Well, it looks like I got a little bit left to do on the bottom there. So I'm going to put this back in for just a moment. Alright, let's see how it fits. Alright, let's drop the front down in here. Okay, there she goes. There she goes. Okay, again, I'm going to put the pin in from... Alright, I had to change out a battery. I heard the camera beep, so I pulled the grip module back out. You still see I really haven't deburred this much. I still want to test fit it, so I'm going to put it back in again. Okay, and just set the pin in and cycle. Cycle the manual safety. Right, we don't see it poking through. We're in pretty good shape. We don't rub. Everything is good here. Okay, so let's try. Just gotta go down. Okay, a couple things about the assembly and reassembly of the P365. I've got no mag in it, or there's no ammo in here. There's a mag in it, and I've got the slide back, but the slide release automatically engages on an empty mag. You can't put the manual safety on with an empty mag, and if the mag is still in there, we can't get that lever down. So the mechanism in there is just, it's designed to prevent you from being able to take this down while the mag is still in it. Okay, so now with it removed, the safety actually works, and we can actually put the takedown lever all the way to the open position. Okay, we can get it off. Not that you're assembling and disassembling your gun with a mag in it, but there is some mechanisms in here to prevent certain things from happening. Now, also, and I already kind of pulled this out and did it. I go from this side. I'm going to tap this out just for a second. Okay. If while you're messing around, you release. Okay, so this is in the configuration you would pull it out of the grip module. If you bump this by accident and you release this, you can't. You try to reassemble this, you can't get this down automatically. You have to pick up on the magazine release, slide it forward, put it back into position. If you try to put your gun back together, it'll go together. You just won't be able to put the slide back on it. Okay, so you have to kind of pick up on it. Pick up on the slide release. Let's go ahead and put the pin back in here. Alright. I can't slide the release back in because my takedown lever is not in the open position. So pick up on the mag release and slide it back down. Now, another thing with this particular one is right back here, this little arm. That little arm's free floating. Okay, if I try to put the magazine on it right now, or the slide, okay, I'm banging into it. Okay, this will prevent me from coming back. Now, it just has to be down. Just take your finger. Okay. Once I put the mag catch on, this pops. The release pops up automatically. So that little piece sticking up, depending on how you orient it or how you move it around, it may be in the up position. Just a FYI, so you're not trying to figure out and go crazy why it is you can't put the slide back on. So just pay attention to that little piece. Obviously, there's some little nuances to this trigger group compared to the 320. I'm sure as we play with them, we'll figure them out some more. All right, so okay, we got. Okay. So here's an XL frame on a P365, and we've just did the cut for the manual safety. Okay, manual safety actually won't go on unless it's charged. There she goes. Yeah, we got safe and fire. One thing here I just want to point out, not really related to the manual safety, but we've got the XL frame and the standard 320. If you get the 12 round mag with the pinky relief, and you slide that bad boy in there, you'll notice that gives you the exact silhouette, same size as the XL frame. So if you like the XL frame, or you want an XL frame and you have a 320 and you're in a state that allows 12 round magazines, maybe a quick and easy solution is just to buy the 12 round mag with the extension. Now you have the purchase your hand on that frame the exact same as you would as if you had the XL. Yeah, you get it. Okay.